watch me confuse Susan. So, in the most recent 3 Days at the Fair video where I show the crunch squish upgrade, right? Because remember, initially we're starting off doing all these hard things with the ball, and the ball is right here, right? The whole idea is that now we take the ball away and go back to doing really hard things, like trying to keep your balance without the ball right there. If trying to do this is painful or too difficult and it hurts your back, stop. We don't yet have enough musculature in the front to support the spine in that position. What I do want to do is up the ante a little bit. So you see the squish ball that I'm using right here. This is the medium size. I think it's 6 inches. Yeah, it's I'm guessing fully inflated is close to 6 inches, right? So if I'm starting off with this, I would then want to go into, these are our towels, Susan, the towels that my husband loves, the towels that I inherited in this marriage. Notice how thick it is. So when I said a towel, that's what I was thinking of, something so thick it doesn't actually dry you off much. And you can move back to something like that. And then that, you should feel it here and up in here all at the same time. Okay, so that is what we're going for. We're just going for a little bit of squish, definitely softer and more supportive. And notice even if I fold it up like that, it's still a little bit lower to the ground than the squish ball will get with a whole lot of pressure on it. So this is fine. So instead of, initially when we were doing this with the ball, we're concentrating on pressing the ball into the ground while we do it, and that creates the force here. When you press down, you're actually pressing forward into a better crunch position. Okay, so those are the opposing forces. By pressing this down, you should feel the engagement all in here. When we swap out to this, you're actually trying to stay afloat. Right, you're trying not to fall back down on the ground. It's a similar sensation, but you're not going to have to worry so much about actively pressing the towel into the ground because you'll be fighting to stay up with a little bitty bit of support in the right places. So that's all I meant. If you're part of my 3 Days at the Fair program and you find where you're at is plenty challenging, you cannot yet do this solo, that's okay. We've done a lot in a short period of time, and we've moved through it very quickly. So no shame there. The other thing that Susan pointed out to me on the phone a few minutes ago is 1-2 punch. If you can, take the 2 weights with you and have them there during the high knees, and then pick them up again just during the jump rope section. That's totally fine. If that isn't available to you because you're like, well, Coach, okay, I really don't want to carry the weights in my car when I go around because I'm not doing my run at home or whatever, that's fine too. Here's what we're going to do. If we're just going to add into ultra plyo, you go bunny hops, I think it's bunny hops, high knees, bunny hops, jumping rope, high knees, jump squats, a progressively larger jump. So what you're going to do is after you're going to hold the weights during that minute of jumping rope, and then add in 30 seconds of high knees after that, and then with holding the weight, different. So you're still doing the high knees that are part of the 1-2 punch because we're doing that for the artificially fast leg turnover. The reason we're holding that weight is to change the stimulus and make you aware of where we hold stress. When we get tired, when we get fatigued, when we're working really hard, we tend to wear our shoulders for earrings. You're more likely to be aware of that if you have a small weight in your hand and you're focusing on, not letting it ride up. So there are a million cues I could give you, and you're still not going to notice your shoulders floating unless there's something in your hand and your elbows are pinned to your waist. Then you're going to notice that because it's going to hurt. You're going to feel it really quickly. So yeah, that's why I do it. It's higher incentive. So there you go. That is what we're thinking about with the towel sorry, if taking the ball away is too soon, let's go for a really thick towel behind your back, and cut the distance in half. And when it comes to the high knees, if you don't carry the weights around all the time, don't always have them with you, I don't want you driving yourself crazy. Just then the easiest thing to do, I think, is to add 30 more seconds of high knees into your ultra plyo routine after the jumping rope. So you hold, you do the bunny hops with nothing, then you would do the jump rope with the weights in your hands, and then go right into an additional 30 seconds of high knees with the weights, trying to watch out for this force. And then next week we'll make that a full minute. There you go. So hopefully that answers the questions, and if not, I hope you enjoyed the live stream of me on Instagram earlier, totally suffering through that horrible Pilates class. That was disgusting. I'm gonna go take a shower now because I stink. Your coach, Loved. I'll see you guys later.